Tonight, we are learning there was another fire at the Winters Hotel just days before Monday's fire that destroyed much of the historic building in Gastown. It will likely now have to be demolished, and nearly 150 people in 2 buildings are out of their homes. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. There are questions as to whether the sprinklers or fire alarms were working at the time of the fire. Some tenants telling CTV News they were not. CTV's Kevin Chirac is live at Abbott and Water with new details on Monday's devastating fire. Kevin.
Yeah, Mijang, I gotta say, Gastown has really turned into a ghost town. Even on rainy nights like tonight, you would normally see people shopping on the streets. It's a big tourist hub for downtown Vancouver. That's simply not the case as a result of yesterday's massive fire that just tore through the historic building right behind me, the Winters Hotel. And as you can see, police have taped off the area. That's because this is now known as the collapse zone, and that's impacting several businesses in the area as well. CTV recently obtained video that just gives you an idea of the damage to the building, and you can just see from the aerial view the roof is just completely caved in, but the damage could have been a lot worse. Officials today saying that all 71 residents are now accounted for, so that is very good news there. I spoke to 2 tenants today, 2 displaced tenants from the building today, who are now not only searching for a new home, but they're also searching for answers.
This is all that remains from the Winters Hotel on Abbott Street. Kelsey Kachesik lived on the 2nd floor. She recalls the scream she heard to run for her life.
You guys gotta get the f out, like, get out. Like, it was really scary.
Chris Martin lived on the 3rd floor and says he's still in shock.
We opened the door and it was all black, and I had to grab my animals, and we had to, and when I was trying to run through, I couldn't even see, like, I had my hand in front of me, like, it was bad.
The low-income 4-story SRO building destroyed.
Our chief building inspector will be issuing an immediate demolition order on this building.
It took about 60 firefighters to battle the blaze. Most inside were able to escape on their own, but crews rescued 6 people. 1 occupant survived after jumping from the top floor. 2 people remain in hospital in stable condition.
At this point in time, we're led to believe that all 71 residents are safe.
It's unknown if any guests were in the building or if all pets made it out safely. Details of the investigation starting to come in.
Preliminary fire investigations appear that it started on the 2nd residential floor.
Both Martin and Kachesik say the building's fire safety measures didn't work.
No, there was no fire alarm. No fire alarm in any of the rooms, in any of the hallways. Nothing.
No smoke alarms, no sprinkler, no detector in my room went off.
I do not have any confirmation on whether the smoke alarms or the fire alarms were working or not working. It's our expectations that that will come out in our investigation.
The Heritage Building houses 6 businesses, including the Flying Pig restaurant. 7 others are impacted by the temporary closure on Abbott Street in case the building crumbles.
Chief Karen Fry says they're still in the very early stages of the investigation. It's also important to note that the building behind me, the Gastown Hotel, also an SRO, that building suffered significant smoke damage and is deemed unlivable. So that building housed 73 residents right now. So 144 residents are now in emergency shelters. Officials saying that it is a main priority to get those displaced tenants into permanent housing as soon as possible. They're hoping it's in a few days. Mijang?
So, Kevin, this fire has turned so many people's lives upside down. Do we know anything more about what caused it?
Well, some tenants and some eyewitness reports saying that there was a heated dispute that morning between either a tenant and perhaps a visitor. Police did confirm that they have heard those reports as well. They are not yet saying whether or not it's an arson, but they haven't ruled it out either. Mijang?
Thank you, Kevin.